Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Traders Tea Time with me, Darius Lachauskas. Today's the 28th of March 2018. So yeah, once again, like I said, welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Tea Time, where we're going to have a look at the markets, what happened during the European session, what's still happening during the European session, what levels to watch out for the US session, and yeah, we are just a few minutes away from the opening bell in the US markets. So, but before we jump into the charts, as always, let's have a read through our risk disclaimer. So, JFD Brokers offers exclusively consultancy-free services. The content of this webinar does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation, and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. I'll just give you a few seconds to read the rest and we can continue. So, before we jump into the charts, a quick reminder of our JFD Brokers website, where if you click on JFD Group and then click on JFD Research, it will take you to our little JFD Research page, where you can have a look at different analysis that we do, that we throw out on a daily basis, different trading shoutouts. Also, the analysis are in different languages as well. So yeah, please do check us out, and yeah, I think you can find something useful for yourself. But now let's have a look at the charts. So the first one I want to have a look at is the FTSE. This is a daily chart. Now we can see this interesting activity here today from the FTSE. I mean, initially we were selling off, then moved below this area that I've got highlighted here, and I've mentioned a couple of times in the past few videos, the 6960. So it managed to move below it, but now we can see that the price has fully retraced that, and now we are forming something like a pin bar at the moment. So I would say keep an eye on this one, because it is trying to become a bullish candle here. It's desperately trying to have a close today in the positive zone. Let's see what happens. Of course, we do have a few minutes to run till then. So if we do get something like a positive close here, potentially tomorrow maybe we could open, and we could continue trading higher, maybe and get a test of this downwards moving trend line here that we've got running since January, the end of January. Now a break above this, you probably understand that a break above this area here could push the price maybe towards higher levels, as this could be seen as a bullish sign. Now, of course, we do have a lot of interesting and quite important resistance areas here in the top, on the top side, and the first level that we would be watching for would be this 71.25 area, approximately there. And if we get a break above this downwards moving trend line, so 71.25, watch out for this one. If that doesn't hold, well, it's opening the path towards this 71.85. So 71.25 and then 71.85, and then after that we'll have to evaluate and see what the market wants to do then. Quickly, let's have a look at the DAX, the German DAX. Similar story. Initially we were seeing a bit of a sell-off here, moved below the 11,830, but actually now excuse me, retraced back to the upside, and we are seeing this candle, this daily candle, at the moment positive. Of course, like I said, let's see what's going to happen with the close. And well, if this, let's say, positivity will stay in the market, we might see maybe another move, another charge towards the psychological 12,000 tomorrow. Now again, like I said, we are keeping an eye on the psychological 12,000. A break above this and maybe a close above this could push it and towards the test of this downwards moving trend line that started on as well in the end of January. So yeah, guys, I mean, keep an eye on the psychological 12,000. It seems that this index really doesn't want to let it go for now, so all eyes are on that one right now. Also, what I wanted to have a look at is quickly as the DXY here, so the US dollar index. Now we can see this nice up move here in the daily on the daily chart. So it it it, well, last week we had this rising wedge formation and we broke it nicely to the downside. Well, according to the textbook, yes, that's fine. So now we can see we're getting a bit of retracement back towards these areas, these previous levels here. So the one that the one that's very important here, we can see that it's now slightly getting slowed down here by this 50 EMA shown here as a red line. Now, of course, keep an eye on this one. We do have some other good levels here, especially the 89.95. You could round it up to the round number of 90, and yeah, I mean, keep an eye on this. If this gets if we start seeing a move above this 50 EMA and then 21 here, 21 EMA shown as a yellow line, well, watch out for this round number of 90. I mean, this could act as a good resistance level initially, but actually if we'll see a strong move through it, then well, we can test this little upwards moving support line that we had since running from the 16th of February. So, and this bottom side of the wedge, let's say. So we could get a test of that from underneath, and then of course we would have to evaluate the market later on. Maybe we could continue seeing this pushing higher. Now, looking at this bigger picture, we do have this downwards moving trend line here that that started in March last year, in the beginning of March last year. So if this index will continue rising and then we will start wiping out all these key resistance levels, well, like I said, we do have this area here around this downwards moving trend line that started in March last year. So guys, I mean, keep an eye on this one. On the bottom side, of course, if we move towards the recent lows here at around 88.95, if we do get something like this, a move towards this level, keep an eye on it, because a break below could push it towards this area right here, and that's around 88.30. This also would come in line with, let's put it actually a weekly chart here, this also could come in line with this long-term upwards moving trend line here that we're seeing, and that started actually in 2011, April 2011. So like I said, a lot of interesting levels to watch out for on the dollar index, to be honest. So, and it seems like potentially it's, well, if we're gonna class all these two as a triangle here, as a very large triangle, well, then in that case we are coiling up. So guys, keep an eye on your US dollar index. Quickly, let's have a look at the euro dollar. Now euro dollar continues to sell off. Let's put a 4-hour. Nice move here, nice move, a nice break below here, below the 123.900 here. I was talking about this level in the morning, so took out nicely, and now we are getting held here at around 123.600. So keep an eye on the 123.600. I mean, if this doesn't hold, if this support level proves to be, let's say, not enough for the euro, well, then, like I said, we could see a move lower, maybe even a test of this downwards moving trend line that we recently broke out of. So we could get a test from above, and then of course we would have to evaluate, because maybe we would get a bounce here, and this we would see a total reversal back up, but at the moment this is not really looking good for the euro, and we could see further declines if we get a move below the 123.600. Now if we do get a reversal back up, keep an eye again on this 123.900. A move above, well, could put it back into this little range here that it was stuck here in between the 123.900 and the 124.100, or actually I would say 200 now. So guys, at the moment, like I said, on the euro, it's not looking strong. I mean, it's on a sell-off right now, and I would say be careful with those buys if you're, if you're willing to go in in long or something. So yeah, be careful. Now quickly let's have a look at the GBP USD. Where's that GBP USD? There we go. As well, similar story, selling off nicely, moving away from this area from 141.500. I was talking about this area this morning, and now we are, I think that we're gonna hit this 50 EMA here first on the 4-hour chart, and then potentially we do have this area here as a nice area of support, this 140.700. So to be honest, the 50 EMA here is not far from this area, from this 140.700, and we could potentially see a test of this level if this selling activity will continue. If we suddenly get back above the 141.500, well, keep an eye on keep an eye on the higher levels. Actually, let's get rid of this line. This is a bit of irrelevant now. Yeah, keep an eye on for the higher levels, especially for this area right here, and this is around 142.200. So yeah, but like I said, for this right now, I think this is kind of probably now it's the second option. Now the first option is the first scenario, possible scenario could be this further decline towards the 50 EMA and then towards the 14700. Let's quickly have a look at the USD CAD. I was talking about this level as well, the 129.150. So now it seems that it wants to come out of it and move higher. Now, of course, let's keep an eye on it. It's still very close. We might get a rejection and then move lower again, but at the moment with this one, I'm just observing and just want to see what's going to happen if we're going to get a nice close here above this 129.150. Looking at the USD JPY, nice shoot to the upside. So yeah, so we can see that the 105.550 has held, and now we are heading higher. We are heading, I was talking about this area this morning as well, the 105.900. If we would get a move above this 109.900, we could potentially hit the 106 and then get a move towards the 106.400. So I think that for today, potentially this 106.400 could be the area to watch out for, because it will act as a good resistance level for today. Now, in terms of the downside, of course, looking at this picture, I mean, it is difficult to talk about the downside, but still, if you see a move below this 105.900, well, be careful, because like I said, this could push it back again towards this important level of 105.550. But of course, like I said, at the moment we're not considering that. Also, just wanted to, until I'm running out of time right now, but actually quickly wanted to show you something. So all the main well, the Aussie dollar pair, the Aussie pairs, sorry, not Aussie dollar, but Aussie pairs, so like for example Euro Aussie, are having a nice sell-off today as well, and this is what's happening right now in the GBP AUD, and this is the Euro AUD right here. Now I did throw out on our JFD research page here, I did throw out a trading shout out here, the Euro Aussie, and I've mentioned this rising wedge here. So actually it's now working out nicely, and we are getting a move lower here towards the 161.100. This 161.100 is proving to be a good level of support. A break below this, well, we could get a move towards this bottom side of this wedge formation, and as you all know, a typical rising wedge formation tends to get broken to the downside. So I'm not saying that it's gonna happen for sure, but like I said, keep an eye on this one. This is a good possibility. Like I said, similar stories on the GBP AUD. And even though it's not a rising wedge, still it's a nice moving upwards channel, but at the moment the price is looking to the downside, and we could potentially maybe hit lower levels. Okay, guys, I think I'm running out of time again. And as always, guys, I hope you join me tomorrow morning around 7 o'clock British Summer Time on my JFD Traders Espresso. But for now, I would say have a nice US session, and yeah, keep an eye on the price action, guys. Thank you very much. Bye bye.